can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind, 'cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Always remember to add some jet dry or some fairy liquid to break the surface tension of your water when you're gold panning at home. Let's fill up the Silver Lion tray. Right guys, we are reviewing the Welsh Valley Paydirt from eBay today. This is a £1/2 guaranteed gold bag. It was £14.90p from eBay, or £14 something. I will put the links now from Welsh Valley Paydirt if you guys want to buy this Paydirt. Or are we going to get ripped off, or are we not? So let's get into the Silver Lions video. Right guys, we have got the Welsh Valley Paydirt, and inside the bag, if you open the top, in there you can see, this looks better than the last video we did. This looks more like river gravels. We've got an orange garnet in there by the look of things. We might have a few different garnets and gemstones in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to classify it. You can get a magnet and get rid of all the black sands and stuff, but the bag's that small, I'm not really going to do it on this video. So what we're going to do, we'll tip it into the kitchen strainer and get everything into the kitchen strainer ready into the other pan. Right, these bags, when you buy Paydirt, they hold a lot of gold in these folds and creases in the bag. So the good thing to do is rinse the bags out with water and drain them out to see if you've lost any gold. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then we'll get back, we'll sieve this, because this is dry. We're not going to sieve it wet, we'll sieve it dry. Well, let's do that now. Give it a good shake. See all the dust coming off. So whatever gold's in there, hopefully from the last Paydirt review, this company doesn't let us down. And this does actually look like river gravel. Right, you can see a blue garnet there. So on this bag, we will put the garnets to one side and we'll see what we've got in the bag. There's a nice blue garnet there, I think. I've lost it, I've dropped it. If there's any nuggets, they're going to be in this bit of the classification. So, right, we've got the kitchen strainer minus kitchen strainer. Whatever gold's going to be in there is probably going to be in this bottom bag. And this top bit, there's going to be no nuggets. If there's going to be nuggets in that top bit, we'll be excited because it's a cheap bag. But Welsh Valley Gold Paydirt, here we go. Let's go and see. Right, I'm going to rinse this bag out and tip it in this black pan and see what we've got. Right, we've got some, I'm seeing some good stuff in here already. Right, garnet wise, we are looking at this. That is a nice little garnet. Right, I'm going to get the close-up camera or something on this at the end of the video. So we'll put that to one side. We have got an orange garnet. If you guys know what these garnets are in this Paydirt bag, please let me know. Because even if we don't get any gold, for the price of this bag, I think it was about £14 as well. I think we've got more value in garnets than we're going to get in gold. There's a green garnet there. Oh, dropped it. So, I've got a good feeling we're going to get more garnets out of here than anything else. And there's another gemstone there. Nice and round. So, we're looking all right with garnets and gemstones at the minute. I just seen a glassy coloured one as well. Obviously, it's not going to be a diamond. It's probably just a bit of glass, but we could be lucky. I doubt it very much. Oh, there's another one. So there is some nice little garnets in these bags if you find them. The Paydirt companies do tend to put these in just to give you a boost, so you think you're doing well. They're probably worth nothing. But what we want is the gold. Oh, there's another green one there. Tiny little green garnet. I don't know what that is. If you guys could tell me what these are. We'll take a close-up at these when I get the lens on the camera at the end of the video. We'll keep them separate. There's another little beady one. little glass one there. I don't know what these are, guys. So, right, give that a little shake. So we've got the plus kitchen strainer. That looks like a bit of glass. I'm not even going to attempt to get that out in case I cut my finger. But yeah, there's some alright rocks in here. If you like your rocks and your minerals, let me know in the comments. But if we find a chunk of gold in here, I'll be laughing. Alright, there's some more little blue ones and stuff. They're too small to get out, really. Let me just chuck them to one side so we don't lose them. But this is Paydirt Review 2. There's another glass one there, glass bead. So yeah, you can find some interesting stuff in these bags of Paydirt. So, this one, we'll go through. Right, we're going to pan the big stuff first, as always, in the old silver lion tray. Remember to put your jet dry in there, or your fairy liquid if you're in England. Jet dry is for dishwashers. It breaks the surface tension of the water, so it stops microscopic gold floating away. So don't forget to do that, otherwise you will lose gold. You'll be surprised how hydrophobic gold is, and it floats away. And in these Paydirt bags, it is hydrophobic and it is very small. So, right, let's get into panning, guys. There's a nice, interesting rock there. That one looks quite interesting. I might get the close-up camera on these a bit later in the video, if you guys are going to stick around. But this is what we've got out the little bag of Paydirt. I reckon we've got more garnets in here than we're going to get out of gold, if you know what I mean. We're going to get more out of garnets than we are out the value of gold. And I don't know what these are called. It could be jasper. Could be a little bit of jasper. I don't think it is because it's quite hard. Might be a bit of jasper. Yeah, there's some little... So I don't know what these blue ones are called. But that, for a 14 bag of Paydirt, 14 pound bag in British pounds, probably a bit of glass there, I don't know. They're not going to be diamonds. But they look better. We're going to get more out of that than we are out of the gold. So let's get back onto the panning and see what you guys think. Right. Yep, guys, so there was nothing in this pan. Empty. No big nuggets in that little Paydirt. Welsh Valley Paydirt so far has given us gems. So, right, let's do this pan minus kitchen strainer. Give it a good soak. Give it a good stratify. Stratify, is that from the moon? Stratifying. I know yeah, excuse me, because I've got ADHD and autism. So I do mix up my words and say stuff and not realise what I said. So if you guys excuse me in the comments and stuff, because I do mix up my words and not realise what I'm saying. But that's the part of having autism and ADHD. But I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just explaining to you guys what's going on in my head when I'm doing these videos. In my head, I'm getting flipping rich. And then when I get to the end of the video, I'm skint. So yeah, you can feel my buzz. Right, so let's stratify it. Dip it in, dip it out. Right, I need to get all that stuff back to the pan. So we've got rid of all the cloudy stuff. There's still some at the back of the pan there. Be nice to get it in there. So yeah, keep dipping and rinsing. Dipping and rinsing. You're creating like a little mini tsunami, whatever they call it. Rinsing the top layer off, in and out, and then stratify it again. So all the gold sinks to the bottom. Give it a good swirl and a good shake, left and right. Get all the heavies to the bottom of the pan. And then what we're gonna do is you dip it and you pull all the layers off the top. And it pulls it all off the top, look. And then you do it. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. And then you give it another shake in the water. And pull all the stuff off the top. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. I've got a feeling we're going to get more gold in here than we did in the last bag, in the last video. Right, let me get to the end of this pan and then I'll record again. So, I think we have got more gold in here than we did in the last Paydirt video. So, this was a smaller bag, and we have got that much gold in this pan. I think there's a bit of copper in there as well. There's not much in there, but for a smaller bag, we've got more gold in here than we did in the Paydirt 1 video. We'll get a closer look up at it and see what we've got in the pan. But we've got more. I've got some stuck to my finger. Hydrophobic, see? See it floating there? That's what it does. Oh, there's a bit stuck to my finger. And it floats. So you've got to be really careful. Because it's that small, it does float. But that is the gold we have got in this bag from the Welsh Valley Paydirt. Link will be in the description if you want to buy some of this Paydirt. Or as always, if you guys sell Paydirt and you want to send some to the Silver Lion channel, the link will be in the description and the PO box, or message me on Twitter. There is the link for Twitter now. If you DM me on Twitter and then send me some of your Paydirt, I'll pan it live on camera and do you a feed for your gold Paydirt. So let me clean this up and we'll stick it in the vial with the other Paydirt from Paydirt 1. And after all these Paydirt videos, we'll see how much gold we get. I think there's some copper in there as well as gold. I'm not too sure. Tell me what you guys think in the comments if we've got a bit of copper. But that is so small. I've got nothing to compare it to at the minute. My camera's not even going to pick it up. But that's how small it is. It is tiny. Very tiny, guys. So you're going to get ripped off with Paydirt. So let me buy it and expose these companies so you don't have to. So we've repanned everything and this is what we got left over. So don't you guys get ripped off buying Paydirt. Let me do it for you. And that's probably the best gemstones we've got. A bit of copper and a bit of garnet. And we've got all these. So this was a better bag than the first Paydirt review we did on Gold Chase. This was the Welsh Valley Paydirt. I'll put the links in the video as always. So if you like your gemstones and you want some little ones, there you go. So this has been the Silver Lion, and peace out, guys. I love you as always, and I'll see you in the comments.
In the days of 49.